Planet Dolan.
Alright, so these are all PS2 games. I don't think I got anything else. Oh, I got a PS3 game. Actually, I got a few PS3 games. I got the Sly collection for PS3. Oh, I should move my thing closer, shouldn't I? There we go. So as I was saying, I don't know if you guys heard me, but the website I got these from is Lukey Games. That's LUKIEGAMES.com. You've also got eStarland. That's ESTARLAND.com, and DK Oldies, DKOLDIES.com. All of these websites, they're from the States. So if you buy like really fragile games, like PS1 games, because they're in jewel cases, and you're shipping from overseas, then they're gonna shatter. I've bought a lot of PS1 games and they've all been broken on arrival. So don't ever buy PS1 games from Lukey Games, ever, because like unless you're in the States and it's local delivery, or pickup, even better. Yeah, life's so icy. I am pretty sick at the moment. What was that game I just had? Did I put it back in? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this, I'm just doing this as like a little bonus while I'm bored. So the first game I got was the Sly collection for PS3. My girlfriend Gooby, she really likes the Sly Cooper games, and her siblings like it as well. I really like the first Sly Cooper game. The other two don't really care about that much because I didn't like how they structured the games. It was like open world. Next I have the Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. Kyle, well, I didn't have to, but if it helps save time, I'd like to. Yeah, if you want. If you can figure out how, that's cool. Jesus, that music's loud. Let me just adjust that. Do they sell controllers? They sell consoles, they sell controllers, they sell peripherals, they sell games. Pretty much everything you'll need, yeah. Let's turn that music down a bit. There we go. Alright. Do you watch any anime? Yeah, I watch anime, like Kill la Kill and stuff. It's good. Yeah, so as I was saying, Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. I really like these Lego Star Wars games. Yeah, they're like a really nice, cool, relaxed co-op game. Especially the Star Wars ones. I don't really care about the other Lego games that much, but this one was really good. And the fact that they've like remastered them was awesome. So definitely played a bit of that. Another PS3 game, the Ratchet & Clank collection. Once again, it's just a HD remake. This is once again for Gooby, for her siblings, because they like the Ratchet & Clank games. I haven't played these as much. I played the first game a little bit. But there were a lot of 3D open world, or not open world, but 3D platformers for PS2. That was just one of them. Pastor, where did you get all those games? LukeyGames.com, that's where I got them from. They're from the States, they're all American games. Wow, that music is so loud. Is it still loud? I'll turn it down a little bit more. Just a little bit. Okay, it's louder than I thought it would be. There we go. What kind of software do you record games? OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. Oh shit, they accidentally sent me 2 copies of the Sly collection. Derp. I did not order 2. Alright, well. Alright. Well, if Gooby's siblings don't have this, then I'll give it to them. I don't know why I have 2 of them. Favorite PS3 game? From Chaos Region Guy? Metal Gear Solid 4, easily. I think that's it for PS3 games. So now I just got a bunch of PS2 games. A lot of these I don't know that well, so when I pick them up I won't be saying much about them. But the ones I do, I might say something about. Yeah, I'll go through them as relatively quickly. Dragon Quest 8. Don't know the Dragon Quest series that well. I do like them because they were kind of like a Final Fantasy with like a Dragon Ball Z aesthetic. So I wouldn't mind getting into that series someday. Do a giveaway with the other one. Yeah, maybe. Kyle, do you have the Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection? Yeah, I do. I played the fuck out of that. The HD one? Yeah. Oh, this is a Wii game. Dragon Ball Revenge of King Piccolo. I bought this before, but it was just a Japanese version, so it wasn't English at all. This is just like a area replacement, so I haven't played that before. Klonoa 2. I saw Gaming Historian playing Klonoa 1, and it looked pretty fun, so I saw this on the site and I was like, fuck yeah, I'll take it. At the very least, I put it on my shelf and I might glance at it occasionally. Siren, don't know anything about that one, but I like horror games, so I picked that one up. Spyro, A Hero's Tale. I think I got a few Spyro games in this. I actually didn't know they made PS2 Spyro games. Where's my snot rag? There we go. We ever play with fans? Depends what game it is. Some online games, maybe. Dragon Rage, I don't know anything about this game. I don't know. I like fantasy games, so I picked it up. Devil May Cry 3. I've only played a little bit of Devil May Cry 1 on stream, so I don't know much about the series. So, I don't have much to say. But I figured I should get it anyway, because it's kind of pivotal. Corrupted, are any Crash Bandicoot games in there? Maybe. I think I was missing one. Don't know what I picked up. Let me just go through them real quick just to see if I do have any. Another Spyro game. Jack and Daxter. I thought I had at least one Crash Bandicoot game in here. Maybe not. No, I don't think I do. I must have all the Crash Bandicoot games then. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, PS2, which I found out that when they made the PS1 Sorcerer's Stone game, well, for us it's the Philosopher's Stone in Australia and I think Europe, they actually went back and made a PS2 game for Sorcerer's Stone, even though the movie had like already come out. It was like ages afterwards. So I'm actually pretty interested to maybe play this one sometime. I think they built up the same engine for for Chamber of Secrets, but they just happened to go back. So I imagine this game would be more up to date than Chamber of Secrets was. Parappa the Rapper 2. I've never played this one, but Parappa the Rapper 1 was like classic. I played it with Gooby pretty recently, and she actually did way better than I did. She doesn't play games that much, but she completely dominated me in that game. It was fucking awesome. And the songs were surprisingly good. I forgot how good they were. The story in it is like dog shit, but there we go. The story in it is dog shit, but the actual songs are so catchy. They're great, and I wouldn't mind trying this sometime just to see if it's any good. Tak and the Power of Juju. I don't know if I got any of the sequels for this one. I might have. But yeah, I played this one a little bit. I never really got into it because once again it was another kind of like 3D cartoony platformer that would eat up all my time. Creepy. Is Star Wars Battlefront 2 in there? No, unfortunately not. I already have it. The casing for I think Battlefront 1 is worn away. But yeah. Okay. I think my speaker's about to go into auto standby. Let me just press this button before it does that. There we go. Alright. Haven't heard of Tak in years. Yeah, it was a franchise that kind of vanished. Atlia Iris 2, the Azoth of Destiny. It seems like an anime game. I'm totally up for playing these kind of anime games, like RPGs and shit. I don't know anything about this one. So, anyway. Jak 2. Jak and Daxter. I got a few Jak and Daxter games in here. I didn't have any. I had the Precursor Legacy, which I think is the first one. I didn't have any of the sequels. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be collecting the remaster for those anyway. I like to get the PS2 and the remastered version anyway. Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Obviously I've got the Ratchet and Clank HD remake for PS3. But once again, as I just said, I like to get the originals as well. Because they're pretty cheap, man. These games are like a few bucks each. So it's like, why not? Why not shell out just for the original casings? EverQuest Online Adventures. I heard from, what was it? Yeah, actually no, I was thinking of, not EverQuest, but Phantasy Star. Is it Phantasy Star? For Dreamcast, which is an online, like an MMO, I think. And Shima actually said that I should play it for the offline because that's just as good as the online, which I never realized, so I don't even know if you can play this one. I feel like you can't play this one anymore because it's saying all over the box it's like multiplayer action, multiplayer gaming, so I don't even know if that one works anymore. They probably took the servers off. God of War 2. Never humongously got into God of War because of all the quick time bullshit. The combat was pretty good, but it was a hack and slash, and hack and slashes are boring to me because there's not enough like things to do. Like there's not enough strategy. Like a game like Dark Souls, right? Similar combat, but there's a lot more to do in Dark Souls. You can deck out your equipment, you can customize your character. God of War, you can't really do much of that. It's just slashing and hacking away and all that, and coupled with the quick time, it's like, well, it's alright, I guess. Devil May Cry 2, as I was just saying before, I've only played the first one, but I felt like I had to get those. Alright, Savage Skies. I have no idea what this game's about, at all. Not even a clue. I don't know what's going on with that one. Spyro Into the Dragonfly. Another Spyro game. Jack, so you like challenge but not too hard? I like strategy. I like games that aren't mindless. The new Castlevania games are boring to me because of that, like Lords of Shadow, because it's just hacky and slashy and hack and slash is fine because I mean Dark Souls is like that, but at least there's something else to do. It's got some depth to it. I like games that have either depth or strategy. One of the games I play a lot is Hearthstone. That's a lot of strategy. But even a game like Overwatch is a shooter. Like, I've never liked shooters, but the strategy comes from your team comps and the fact that you can be a tank or a offensive, defensive healer. Like, you got some things to do in that game. So, if it was just a generic shooter, I wouldn't give a fuck, but, stuff to do. Another Ratchet & Clank game. Size matters. Alright, Sly 2, Band of Thieves. I got the HD remake, but I figured I should just get these anyway. I should probably take this one down before it collapses. Alright. A few more here. God Hand. Now, I think I heard about God Hand from Total Biscuit, maybe? This is the one where it's like a gem, isn't it? I'm pretty sure the Total Biscuit I heard said that this one was really good. So I figured I should just get it. I probably would have got it anyway. Sorry Kyle, I didn't see your message before. I don't know what you said. I think you asked me a question. I didn't really see it. Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier. Another Jak game. Really need to get the remaster for that one. Dawn of Mana. What is this? I don't know. I'm pretty sure this one is like Sword of Mana and all that. I'm pretty sure it's just another one of those Mana games. Never played it. I haven't really played the Mana games that much. But it looks interesting and it would be something I would play. Tales of the Abyss, another kind of anime game. Don, do you have any chance to get a Monster Energy game? I do have a Monster Energy game in here. I'll get to it pretty shortly, actually. But anyway, I don't know anything about Tales of the Abyss. Killzone. Seems like a, I don't know, just a shooter. I don't have much to say about this one. In the vein of Halo, in the vein of Call of Duty, in the vein of Resistance, just another one of those. Phenomena, you have Kingdom Hearts. No, I've already got all the Kingdom Hearts games. I'm pretty sure I do. So I wouldn't have any in this box, unfortunately. Not unless I'm missing something. No, I doubt it. Jak 3, another Jak and Daxter game. Xenosaga Episode 1. This isn't an online game, is it? No. Looks interesting, although the characters look really fucking weird. Zane, Kingdom Hearts is corny as fuck, right? Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is the cheesiest dialogue in the world. The only reason I like that game is because, like, the combat's alright, the worlds look really pretty. And yeah, but the story and the dialogue just kills me. I hate it so much. It's the worst writing in the entire planet. I don't know what they're thinking. I hope that Square Enix changes their tune, because they are never going to write a good game again. This is coming from the same company that made Final Fantasy VII, which had, like, arguably some of the best writing I've ever seen in a game. You know, there are other games that have better writing, but for me personally, I think it has really fucking good writing. Same company, and they made Kingdom Hearts. Like no. Rayman Arena. Was this like a multiplayer brawl game? Yeah, I think it's just a brawl game. Cool. That was probably just a spin-off. Yeah, Kyle. The world is amazing. The plot and the writing is retarded. Just retarded. Anyway, here's one that you were asking for, Kyle. Monster Rancher 4. I don't know if there are any other Monster Rancher games in here, but man, I played the fuck out of the original Monster Rancher game. I had a million discs and music CDs, DVDs, just everything that I used to just put into the PlayStation 1 console. I don't think it was DVDs, I think it was just PS1 games and music CDs, just a fuck ton of them. And you'd, for anyone that doesn't really know Monster Hunter that well, whenever you put a disc in the tray, it creates a monster in the game. So as you're playing, you'll open up the disc tray, put another disc in. It could be a music CD, could be a DVD, could be a PlayStation 1 set, whatever the fuck it is. And it creates monsters. It's fucking awesome. It encourages you to buy more games. It encourages you to hunt down old CDs and stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah, all my fucking games just fell over. Oh, whatever. Nah, they're not broken. These cases are sturdy as fuck, man. If it was PS1 games, shattered. They'd all be fucking shattered, splintered, all the discs would be broken in half. Those cases are made from tissue paper. Alright. Disgaea 2. Haven't played any Disgaea games before, but am interested in the series. Corrupted, what do you think of the Crash Tag Team Racing? Sorry guys, still congested. Tag Team Racing was weird. I liked Nitro Cup. I liked the racing, the Crash Racing on PS1. But yeah, Tag Team Racing is weird. Do you prefer Xbox or PlayStation? PlayStation. The original Xbox was awesome though, and then they just started making Dude Bro games for 360 and for Xbox One, and I'm just like, I'm out. I don't give a fuck about these. And a lot of these games are multiplats anyway, so as long as you have a PS4 or a PS3, you'll have all the games anyway. Unless you like playing Halo or some shit. Fallout, Brotherhood of Steel. Haven't really played any Fallout games, but figured I should get it in my collection. Jack, PS1 games, were they that fragile when it came out? The casing is just cheap shit. It's just dual casing, and you can't even sneeze on the casing without the game shattering and the cases, yeah, just like breaking into pieces. Ugh, awful, awful. It's no wonder everyone has broken PS1 games. Phenomenal. I can't read your name. Sorry. Phenomena. Crash to Insanity. What do you think of it? Gooby has told me a million times that it's a good game, so I should give it a go. Do you have Instagram? No. No, I don't. So if you find any, what do you call them? Imposters on Instagram, they're not me. Kyle, absolutely none of my PS1 cases are still intact. Man, all the PS1 games that got shipped from Lukey Games were shattered. A bunch of games were broken. I left them some pretty angry feedback just saying this is unacceptable. Like, every other game they sent me has been fine, but PS1 games, they put in, I think, like 3 tissues in their box as like packaging material. So of course they're gonna break. Like, I don't care if the box says fragile, I don't care if it says like made of glass, you know, delicate china. When you have 3 tissues and like a little bit of bubble wrap in there, of course they're all gonna break. It's stupid, it's going overseas. It's not gonna survive. Ghost in the Shell, standalone complex. I think it was Ghost in the Shell is the movie they're making, right, with Scarlett Johansson. Gooby was asking me what my opinion was on Scarlett Johansson not being Japanese or Asian or whatever it is, and here's my answer. Here's my verbatim answer. I could not give a fuck less, man. People should be hired based on their acting ability, and I'm pretty sure Scarlett's a pretty decent actor. Their ethnicity doesn't mean squat to me. This is like people complaining about Finn from Star Wars. Who gives a fuck what he looks like, man? As long as he can act, that's the main thing. If you can act, that's all you need. Oh hey, I do have a Kingdom Hearts game. Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories. Isn't that the Game Boy game, the Game Boy Advance game? And then they made it 3D for some reason? I think it is. That's really weird. Yeah, it's the acting ability. It's nothing to do with the skin color. Or, you know, where they come from, whatever the fuck. That's really weird that they'd go from a Game Boy Advance game to a PS2 game. I don't even know how you make that transition. Alright. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. Another Ratchet and Clank game. I don't have much to say because there's so many of them in this pile. Alright. Atlia Eternal Manor. Isn't Atlia... Is Atlia... the game that turned into like a really girly game series later on? For like Vita and stuff? Or am I thinking of something else? Like the alchemy thing? Anyway, I'm not sure. But I played a little... I thought those games were going to be like really straightforward because the marketing seemed to be for like underage girls, and yet I played the series and it was surprisingly fucking difficult. Crazily so. I was like, this is pretty cool. I didn't expect this. Anyway. Here's one of my favorite games of all time, which I completely forgot about. Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Ah, this was the shit. It just took the best of all the Tenkaichi games. Now, arguably, you could say that Budokai 3 was just as good as Tenkaichi 3, but they're completely different styles. This one's like a 3D roaming one, whereas the other one was kind of like a 2D fighting game. Budokai 3 had so much, what do you call it? So much cool graphics, and like cutscenes and stuff, like attacks. It felt like an anime. But this one, the combat in this one is amazing, but the attacks aren't nearly as impressive. So I guess it's like up in the air. Budokai 3 took the best of all those old Budokai games in one game. This took the best of all these games in one game. Until they made Infinite World, which is what, like a weird game, which is just a copy of this one. There's some differences. It's weird. Greg, Dolan, have you played PC games? Yeah, I play PC games all the time. Just the other day I was playing Undertale for the first time. I'm not going to say much about Undertale, but I will say that it's intriguing, but it seems like it's gone way too far in the direction of like, hey, you thought this would be the puzzle, but this isn't the puzzle because we're turning it on its head. It's like a lot of that. I was getting pretty sick of it by the end. I was like, alright, I get it. Alright, you're thinking outside the box. I don't need to be constantly, you know, surprised by things. I just want to play the fucking game. I don't know if it changes later on. I only played the first like hour of it or so. Sorry, the comments keep scrolling off screen before I can read them. You guys were saying some cool stuff before, but whatever. I'll answer what I can, guys. There's too many people in chat. EverQuest Online Adventures Frontiers. Once again, I don't know if I can even play this game anymore because I don't even know if the servers are online. But I figured that I would get it anyway. I don't know. Ape Escape 3. I only played the original Ape Escape. It was alright. It was alright. It was alright. I don't know if I would continually play this game series. I don't know. I just figured I should get it anyway because I remember playing it. Someone asked me if I played Golden Sun. Not much, but it does look interesting. Congested. Alright, anyway, moving on. So someone was asking me about the vanilla servers and all that. I hope Blizzard does make vanilla servers. It'd be kind of shitty if they took down Nostalius and didn't do anything themselves. That's all. That's my opinion. Champions of Norath. I'm pretty sure I already have this game on another console. I think. Is this an online game? I hope it isn't. I hope it's got offline. Ugh. Anyway, I don't know much about that game. Bully. I remember the advertising for this one. And parents were like, oh, this game is bad for kids because it's teaching them to be dickheads. And I played it and I was like, this game's pretty good. It seemed fun. Yeah, I'll play games pretty soon. I'm just going to go through the rest of these PS2 games. Just kind of talking to you guys at the moment. It's fun. Monster Hunter, the original Monster Hunter, before it became a thing. I remember renting this from the store back when it first came out, and I was so confused about what to do. Because, I mean, what they were kind of like telling you should really play this online. Joe, do you have the metal, what was it, Mega Man collection in there? Probably not, sorry. I already have the original Mega Man game, so I don't need the collection. I usually try and stay away from collections unless they've done like a HD remake of it, in which case I will go for the collection. But yeah, Monster Hunter was interesting. I had a hard time getting anywhere because I wasn't entirely sure what to do. Wasn't the instructions pretty thick? The instructions are pretty dense. Every page has a lot of shit on it. But yeah, it took me a while to get used to that one. Monster Hunter's a good series, but you know, I'm a casual and I would just like a health bar on the screen. When I was playing it on the PSP, there was no second stick and you had to do this like awkward claw in order to move the camera. I didn't like that at all. Black Phantom, Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection disc or just a collection? If you're talking about what I'm going to be playing on the Genesis / Mega Drive, no, I'm playing on the legit console. I just decided to name the stream the collection because that, I don't know, makes sense. I'm excited for the Ratchet & Clank movie. Yeah, if it comes out in Australia, I haven't seen any evidence of it coming out in Australia for some reason. Ape Escape, another Ape Escape game. Don't have much to say about this one. Figured I should buy it just because it's recognizable. Torben, sometimes old online games, the whole hardcore fans are host their own open servers. Yeah, but it's a pain in the ass to figure out how to do that. I just wish there was like a kind of a Steam thing for those old games. There probably is, but it's not really well known. Which doesn't work if you're playing an online multiplayer game. You need people playing them. So it needs to be something really obvious. Mega Miracles, could Super Mario All-Stars be considered a HD remake? Yes, it is. Because it's a completely different art style, completely different sound effects, completely different music. It's all upgraded. Alright? That is not a collection that's like a remaster. A collection is just an emulated version of the old game. That's a collection, right? I don't care about those, because when you have the original game, who gives a fuck about a collection that it just plays the original game on an emulator? But HD remakes are different, yes. Phantasy Star Universe. As I was saying before, Shima said that you can play Phantasy Star games offline. Don't know about this one though. But the Dreamcast one, you definitely can. Phantom Brave. Don't know anything about... looks like another Fire Emblem type game. I'm sure people who have played this game are like, that's not right, that's not true. But I don't know anything about the game, so... go easy. Rayman 2 Revolution. Is it Revolution? Revolution. I haven't played too many Rayman games. It's a series that's been going for a while. Ooh, here we go. Silent Hill 4. The Room. There we go. There you go. I never played this one. Is PS2 the only one it was on? Because it's hard to follow the series because it's on so many different consoles. Alright. Kyle, Dolan also happens when the collection ports over a game from a super obscure console like original Metal Gear. Yeah. Speaking of collections and Metal Gear and Hideo Kojima, that Snatcher game that he made, the only time they made Snatcher, which is one of Hideo Kojima's original games, into English was for the Sega CD, and that game is so fucking rare because they only made so many copies. I paid hundreds of dollars for my copy of Snatcher for the Sega CD, and it didn't come with a case either. I had to get one printed, but yeah, still worth it though because it's for Kojima, you know. Kojima's games are awesome. Ratchet and Clank, don't need to say much, I've already had like 15 of those games in this box. Silent Hill Origins. I think this game was ported to a bunch of different consoles. Anyway, I like Silent Hill. Silent Hill's good. Barbarian. I don't know anything about this game at all. But it's an RPG, I think, but it looks like a fighting game. I think it's a fighting game with RPG elements. Interesting. Atlia Iris. Once again, don't know much to say about this one because I don't know what's about. Jurassic Park Operation Genesis 3D action sim. Never played this. Which Pokemon is your favorite from Corrupted Rarity? Squirtle, bitch. Squirtle. This looks like a Sim City style game. You like build up the park. So that's interesting. Interesting take on the franchise. Oh, actually, I had Kingdom Hearts 2. Did I already own this one? Pretty sure I already own this one. Why did I buy this? Maybe I don't own it. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts 2. But I've got the remake for this one, so I doubt I will ever play this one. Because I'd rather play the remake than this. Because it's, you know, high definition and all that shit. I am a whore for graphics. Alright. Ephemeral Fantasia with anime characters on the front. Don't know anything about this game. But it's got anime characters in 3D. It's probably got RPG elements, so figured I should buy it. Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc. Once again, another Rayman game. So that's cool. Manhunt 2. Once again, another game that parents will get in their panties in a knot over. Video game violence causes real life violence, but I can't prove it, but I'll tell everyone that's true anyway. Anyway, I'm glad that I got this game because it just proves that, you know, I'm not a psycho murderer. So if I can earn that game and not kill people, that means that it's not affecting me. Obscure the Aftermath. I'm pretty sure I got this game on the Wii. I don't know if that's true. I think I might have it on the PSP. Because they kept porting PS2 games over to the PSP. Clock Tower 3. Now these Clock Tower games, I haven't played a lot of them, but I've heard a lot about them. There was the Super Nintendo Japanese only one that someone fan translated and put onto a cartridge that I now own. That's awesome. You've also got the PS1 Clock Tower 2 game and the PS1 Clock Tower 2 game. Clock Tower 1 and Clock Tower 2. And then you got the Clock Tower 3. I don't know any others. I think this is the last one maybe? Yeah, anyway. Wouldn't mind playing that one someday. So I am into kind of horror-y games. Clock Tower, that's not scary. It's just a tower, bro. Time Splitters. I've heard lots of stuff about Time Splitters 2. Don't know about number 1. Wait, is this the game that you use a gun for? Maybe not. Ratchet Deadlocked. God, I got so many Ratchet and Clank games in here. Alright. Shadow of Destiny. Don't know anything about this game. So, it looks spooky though. Spooky, scary PS2 games. Send shivers down my spine. Aqua Teen Hunger Force Zombie Ninja Pro Am. This is a golf game? It's a fucking golf game. Because when you think Aqua Teen Hunger Force, you immediately think PS2 golf. Awesome. But that show's good. Don't watch a lot of it, but when I have, I've enjoyed it. So, Secret Agent Clank. Another Ratchet and Clank game. I don't know if that's a spin-off or if that's an actual, like, legit first party, like they actually made the game. Wizardry, Tale of the Forsaken Land. Don't know anything about it at all, so won't say much about that one. Alright. Disgaea, Hour of Darkness. I don't know much about the Disgaea series, I just know that it looks interesting. Sega Superstars. Now, talking about collections, I don't know if this is a collection game. This is an iToy game. So it's just iToy themed after Sega. So, cool. I don't mind iToy games. I remember playing a fuck ton of the iToy official games, like the window washing and stuff. It's good shit. I like all those kind of retro peripheral based games. Heroes of Might and Magic, Quest for the Dragon Bone Staff. There we go. So that's cool. It's got a vampire woman with humongous bajongos on the back, so you know it's a good game. Yeah. Alright, God, there's so many games here. Alright, we're almost done, guys. And then I'll go back to just playing random games. Eternal Poison. Another anime-looking game with a bonus soundtrack CD. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hide your children, I may have found the game of the year. Silent Hill 3. Yeah. Again, good. Silent Hill game. Yay. Draken, the Ancient's Gates. The Ancient's Gates. It's kind of hard to say. It looks like a game where you fight as a dragon and walk around. I like fantasy games, man. I'm all about these like sword and dragon games, the Dungeons and Dragons type games. So even if I haven't played it before, I still get these fantasy games just because I love them. Fucking awesome shit. Although I will say that there's one PS3 game that was Dungeons and Dragons that was shit. What was it? It was one where the whole you could finish the whole game in like a few hours, and like the whole game revolved around breaking barrels. The end boss was a joke. You could play it online, I think, with like 1 or 2 other players. If you guys know what I'm talking about, the Dungeons and Dragons game for PS3, it was like, I think online only. Well, not online only, as in you have to download it from the PSN store. But yeah, it was shit. I liked it. I did the demo, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. So I bought it, and then I realized that I'd been tricked, because the rest of there was like almost no game after that. After the demo, the demo was basically the whole game. So that was awful. Radiator Stories, anime-looking game, fantasy. That kind of shit. Untold Legends. Jack, have you played long sessions of D&D? No, I've never actually played D&D. I've played Dungeons and Dragons Castle Ravenloft as a board game, so that's cool. Two Worlds. I'm sorry, I can't remember the title of it. I was hoping it would like I'd see the title and I'd be like, oh shit, that was the one. But I can't remember. But it was crap. It was not worth my time. Oh, Kingdom Hearts. Man, I thought I already had these games, but apparently I didn't. So Kingdom Hearts. I like watching other people play this game, right? Under certain conditions. So someone else has to play the game. They have to skip all the dialogue and story because it's the worst thing in the world. I'm not even sure if you can skip this dialogue and story. And yeah, that's about it. Skip all that crap. Play the game for me while I watch. That's the one. West Productions. Dungeons and Dragons Chronicles of Mystara. Shit game. Hated it. Waste of my time. I should have realized that because it was so cheap. I think there was like a sale going on at the time. That's why I bought it. I was like, well, fuck it. Like, I'll have a punt. It's the worst punt ever. Anyway, yeah, that's Kingdom Hearts. I mostly played it because I had Final Fantasy characters in it. Like, I saw Cloud on the box. I was like, fuck yeah, Cloud. That's awesome. I really like the outfit he gave him in that game. Like, with the sword wrapped in bandages for no fucking reason whatsoever. It was alright. It was cool. Time Crisis 3. Is this the gun controller? I think this might be... Yeah, Gun Con. There you go. Guys, my favorite Pokemon is Squirtle. You don't have to keep asking that. Joe, do you prefer modern games or retro games? I collect retro games. But I play modern games. So, Blizzard games, I play a lot. Other modern games, I don't know, man. Metal Gear games are pretty recent, but the last one was like, the story was crap, the gameplay was good. Which is strange because Metal Gear's always been about great story and kind of alright gameplay, but now it's the other way around. Strangely enough. A Dog's Life. Yeah, buddy, I played the fuck out of this one. It was a great game. We take on the role of a dog and there's different color smells. So you gotta hunt down the smells in order to figure out puzzles and stuff. You just be a dog lost in this like a modern like town or something. You just sniff around, like you hunt down the smells. It's great. I love this game. Wouldn't mind playing it again sometime. Wouldn't mind finishing it actually. I remember when that came out. It looked so interesting. Another good animal game is Tokyo Jungle. I played the fuck out of that one as well. Ape Escape 2. Not much to say. Tokyo Jungle is good stuff. Take some Dayquil, works wonders on the coughing. I am taking some medicine, but I've been talking for this whole stream, so it hasn't helped. Champions Return to Arms. Don't know anything about this one, but it's got scantily clad women on the back, so once again, you know it's a great game. Last game, guys. I get mad at Tokyo Jungle, yeah. Time Splitters, Future Perfect. I think it was like an online game. Anyway, that's all the games from my unboxing.